So Ray Vaughan has reintroduced himself to Joey Badass, and I love it. No, this won't be a lyrical breakdown, but more of an acknowledgement of what the young crash out Ray Vaughan did. One thing I could say is I didn't expect a song. I was expecting more or less perhaps 24 to a 32 bar response, but instead Ray gave us a song that's low-key a bop. I have seen the hate by people that are biased, and that's fine. You have to expect that when it comes to the battle arena. Before I get into the bars that really caught my attention, my overall assessment of the song is a Bay Area bombshell. The beat gives me the feel of Hey Now by Kung Fu Kenny. I'm not sure if Mustard was on the production, but that's the feel I get from the beat. By the way, how they sampled Tekken 4 during the hook was absolutely insane, and the energy that Ray brought on the song was absolutely perfect. The man even had a catchy-ass hook on the song. Now to the bars. Of course, he brings up that Joey isn't really known for his rapping, but more for his acting. That's a bar I've come to expect from anyone that's going to go up against Joey Badass. He also states that the last time Joey had a real good song was in 2017. That bar kind of stung in my opinion because it is somewhat accurate. 2017, Joey Badass released All American Badass, and the buzz surrounding that project was insane. Whispers of him possibly being the next guy coming out of New York. Then after that release, he would do features and drop singles here and there, but we wouldn't get a full-length project until 2022, titled 2000. Before he released 2000, he dropped an EP called The Light Pack. All the music that he dropped after All American Badass was good, but it didn't hit the same way that All American Badass did. Granted, this is how I felt about the music at the time, so that Ray Vaughan bar made a lot of sense to me. Another bar that I felt was tough is when Ray said,
I could send him to the stars, he get paid for it. But standing next to Soul ain't gonna save yours. Every verse,
There's several of these quips within the verse that were masterfully put in. It's why you have to listen to the track more than once or you won't catch them all. Like, for example, when he says, you done ran into them steppers who don't tap dance. To a casual listener, they won't catch that or understand the significance of the bar. As soon as I heard the bar, my face immediately twisted up like I smelled something horrible. He mentions how Joey sent shots to Kendrick Lamar, but since he didn't respond, he shot at Cole. That's a response to a bar Joey had on Sorry Not Sorry, where he mentions how Cole deleted 7-Minute Drill from his recent project, might delete later. Good bar from Joey from my perspective, but Ray Vaughan wasn't with it at all. With the beat already having the Bay Area vibe, I liked how Ray Vaughan made sure how some of his schemes had references to Hey Now, TV Off, and Squabble Up. We can't forget the bars he aimed at CJ. He stated CJ's 40 plus and he's on drugs. Is he really 40 plus years old and taking drugs? I have no idea at all, but it was a funny line. He also mentions how CJ used CapCut for his video dissing Ray Vaughan. That was pointed out by a YouTuber named Curtis Kane. That wasn't a good look, and CJ took it down to put up a better video. Ray took shots at Joey Badass for comparing himself to Rakim, how he felt about the Pardon Me EP, and how this had nothing to do with breeding competition within hip-hop. I mentioned in the Unfinished Business 2 video how I appreciated Joey for sparking this whole thing up, but Ray isn't buying that. It sounds like, from Ray's perspective, he feels that this was Joey hating on the West Coast because of them bringing up right now in hip-hop. I'm not really upset with that take neither, but let's get to the bar that probably sent me to the stratosphere and back. It made me clutch my imaginary pearls when Ray Vaughan said,
carrying no torch, you let Ice Spice turn it to the king of New York. What the fuck, get active.
I nearly fainted, damn near passed out after I heard the bar. Me residing in New York, I know the current landscape of New York hip-hop. Do we look at Ice Spice as the king of New York? Absolutely not. But she did skyrocket to popularity and people were loving her music until her album dropped. They can say what they want about her now, but they were loving her when she first arrived. What's the significance of the bar? Y'all can correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section, but Joey never reached the popularity of Ice Spice. Maybe now he is. I know it sounds crazy to say it, but it's true. It's a nuanced conversation that I'm not going to get into now, but if we're talking popularity, there are more people who know who Ice Spice is over Joey. It's just a fact. So for Ray Vaughan to say that and make that final bar of the song is incredibly diabolical. I'm not going to hold you. I'm loving every second of this, and you could probably hear it in my voice. Salute to Ray Vaughan. Make sure to check out his current mixtape, The Good, The Bad, and The Dollar Menu. Super dope project. He displays his versatility on the project, and I love when MCs display that skill. I really look forward to hearing more music from Ray Vaughan, and as a New Yorker, I'm going to need Joey Badass to properly put belt to ass on Ray Vaughan. But all jokes aside, the real winner here is hip-hop. Can't wait to see what happens next. Hold up. Quick addendum to what's going on. Joey Badass released the finals I think this was like within 24 hours this was done. This is insane. Released the finals, and let me tell you, I think he spits for at least 3 minutes and a half. And it's a master class on battle rap, right? Joey, I've never heard Joey rap like this before. I've seen people, of course, like I said, like I mentioned earlier in this video, when you're dealing with the battle rap arena, you're going to run into people that are biased, right? They're not going to fully enjoy the battle the way I'm enjoying the battle. Like right now, I'm listening from an objective point of view and just enjoying what's coming out. Like Ray Vaughn dropping H.O.E. Era, and then Joey Badass dropping the finals within 24 hours. Are you kidding me? And they had just dropped the Red Bull Cypher. And let me tell you, the bars, you're gonna need an optician to see Ray-Bans? What?
You made, man, said I wouldn't talk about your pocket. But hey, man, you need an optician just to see Ray-Bans. Go fetch a coat.
Oh, the Sugar Ray Leonard bar?
Bums just to be king, fuck around, leave me no choice to slave on. Sugar in your tank, but you ain't no Sugar Ray Vaughn.
Bro, there's so many bars on it. If anything, I'm gonna advise you to go listen to the finals if you haven't already. I mean, people have done reactions to it already. I believe the video is almost at 200,000 views. Man, let me tell you, this is amazing for hip-hop right now. You don't understand. Like, I truly thought I would never, ever see this type of lyricism again. I thought it would only be in the battle rap arena. You know what I mean? Shout out to URL TV and all those other battle rap leagues doing their thing, holding lyricism now. But to see this here, right? I wouldn't even say the mainstream, but in front of hip-hop, the people that truly love the genre, to see this taking place right now, I know I'm not the only one that's excited about this. And remember, Daylight hasn't said a thing yet. But back to the song, Joey does lyrical gymnastics with Ray's name, with Top Dog, the flips, the double entendres, the similes, the metaphors, you know, the works. He just puts, like I said, he puts on a masterclass. Shout out to Joey Badass. Pretty much protecting his crew's name. You ain't gonna call Pro Era Ho Era and think you're not gonna get a response. You don't think you're gonna mention his wife's name and not gonna get a response.
You need me to buzz, I'm like years beyond Ray. Want me to engage, so you mention my fiance. Clearly,
you know what I mean? One of the bars that was fire was, it was in the beginning. He said something about he caught a couple of strays and now I'm about to leash them.
Top roster, bark no bite, but hit dogs gon' holler. Caught a couple strays, now it's time I put them on the collar. I let them ride while I charge her for top dollar. You the next nigga getting dropped off a top roster, and I'ma be the reason. Okay, bet you sick.
I'm like, yo, it's so many bars. Like I said, he released it while I was recording and I had to stop and listen to it and do this addendum. So listen, man, I can't wait to see what else is going on. I wonder if Daylight's gonna drop this weekend. I don't know what's going on. I'm just excited, man. Like I said before, the real winner here is hip hop. Can't wait to see what happens next. I'm DSP. This is Side 2. Thanks for watching the video.